Hey, it's Lawrence Sanders with the San Diego Real Estate Market Update. This week's focus is all the zip codes in Carlsbad. Hey, so for the Carlsbad zip codes, median price right now is basically flat in most of the zip codes. So the highest median price we have is in 92009, which is orange here. 1,076,825. It's actually up 1.6%. The most notable down, we're down 4% in 92010. There's a larger mix of new homes in 92010, so there's some different things going on there. But basically prices have been decelerating. So price increases have been decelerating. So we're getting much more down to a flat market for detached homes. For attached homes, condos were kind of the same story with the exception of 92008 and 92010. They're both up. 92008 is up 5.4%. Part of the reason for the up pricing in both of those zip codes, the northern zip codes of Carlsbad, is there's a higher mix of new home, condominium, townhome sales there. Downtown Carlsbad and around it, there's a lot of infill and some different projects where they're doing some new homes, and then 92010 has Robertson Ranch with a lot of newer townhomes. For detached homes, the market time is pretty reasonable still. We're up the most in 92010, or 92011, excuse me. That's up 31%. It's up to 38 days, but still under 2 months. And probably the most notable thing we noticed in townhome market time is in South Carlsbad Coastal, which is 92011. The zip code there, the market time's up almost 70%, which is pretty significant. A couple things going on, more inventory, and the other thing is that's kind of a luxury second home market around Aviara and the beach area there. So that's probably part of the reason there. As you guys know, we've been talking about the luxury market being flat to down the last few years. So it's normal that the townhomes would follow that as well. The next slide we have here is month supply of inventory, which is an important factor. And most of those are pretty solid right now. We're still in the twos, 2.2 to 2.7 month supply in most of the area, 3.3 month supply in 92008. 1 to 2 months is for sure seller's market. 3 to 4 is getting closer to buyer's market, and 5 to 6 and above is a heavy buyer's market. So we're still mostly seller's market in those areas and need some inventory. For townhomes, the most notable is 92008. There's 4 months supply, so it's easing up, or it's moving up towards a buyer's market there. Last thing we're going to look at slide-wise here is the closed sales for the year. So year to date, we are down in every zip code with the exception of 92011 is up 3.1 or 3.3%, which is 5 sales in that zip code, 5 sales in that zip code. Closings for detached homes. So probably 92008 is the most notable on the downside. There's 11.2% less homes closed so far this year versus last year. And then for the townhomes, 92011 is up significantly. There's been more townhomes sell in 92011 this past year, up 13.2%. But if you look at 92008, townhomes, condos, it's down 12.6%. So as we've been talking about, the market has been leveling off. And one of the quotes we have this week is from Mark Goldman, who's with C2 Financial, a real estate analyst here in San Diego. Prices leveling off are something to keep an eye on, but not a reason to panic. Will prices plummet? He says, I don't think so. So we're hearing that kind of nationally as well. This is not 2008 all over again. There's a lot of different factors. Real estate led to the recession back then because of the kind of loans they were doing and the packaging of those loans. The kind of loans that are being done now are much more solid. Buyers more solid. And the market, we still don't have that much inventory for the most part anywhere except for the luxury market. So that's the update. At the Beach Life Group, we'd love to help you out, either buying or selling. And one of the things we do, knowing these numbers is great, and we're trying to educate our buyers and sellers. But the other thing we do, it's Wednesday, we go out on Caravan and look at a bunch of properties and talk to agents about those properties. So having some context to what's going on is really important too. So make sure your agent that you're working with understands not just the numbers, but can talk significantly about what they're seeing in different properties that are selling or not selling, from what they look like inside and the different features they have. That's the update for this week in Carlsbad. Next week we'll talk about Cardiff and Encinitas. Have a great week.